Hello lovelies! Today I wanted to talk about my personal take on minimalism and how I've begun the process of decluttering. I really wanted to talk about this because I felt that I had a pretty different approach than a lot of the people I've seen talking about this on YouTube. This is in no way a criticism of their genre of minimalism, it's just my personal take on things. I'm studying environmental engineering at university in my 4th year, so hopefully getting my degree soon. In a lot of my classes, the way that we think about substances or contaminants is from a cradle to grave perspective, so really thinking about where they come from, how they disperse in the environment, and where they end up. Along this vein, I really try to be conscious about my resource use not only in total consumption, but also in waste production. One of the most straightforward ideas to grasp when it comes to living minimally is reducing the amount of duplicates that you have. But as much as I would love to just purge all of my extraneous multiples of items, I would much rather hold on to these products, use them to exhaustion, and then throw them out. This way I am diminishing the amount of things that actually end up in landfills. For me, a lot of these items are types of products like bathroom items where I have a huge stockpile of them at home that has been accumulating over the years, and so I've decided that I'm going to just stop buying them and use up this inventory until I have one left, and then that will be my singular item of that genre. These are things like sample moisturizers that I picked up from the dermatologist back in middle and high school when I used to go because of the facial situation that was happening at that time that was unfortunate. We also get toothbrushes and floss and chapstick every year in our Christmas stockings, so I have a lot of those, and just things like these that add up and you don't realize how much you have until you try to organize everything, and it's like, oh my god, what am I doing? Why am I buying these things when I have so many? When the time comes that I will have finally used up this pile of things, some of the products I just will never replace. In particular, shower gels I have never used. Every time I receive them as gifts, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful and wonderful, and it smells so nice, and I feel so luxurious, and I just never use them because I find them so beautiful and perfect in their unused state. I have this weird complex where before I even open it, I imagine it being used up and then it won't be available anymore, and it just like has stalled me from using so many of these pretty little bottles. I'll just stick my nose in them every once in a while instead of actually applying in the shower as shower gels are meant to be used. And I need to stop doing that because it is ridiculous and then they take over my life. In terms of stuff that I have already gotten rid of, these are things that would just never really have a use in my life or in anyone else's, so I went through my makeup bag and I threw out some foundations that were just really old and gross, and they smelled weird, and they were not my skin tone, and they were streaky, and I just always hated them but didn't let them go because they were expensive, and even though it's a sunk cost and I understand that, it's just still hard to throw away. And then I also went through my organizational drawers and took out the old receipts and expired coupons and coupons for stores that I have no interest in shopping at. I also got rid of a lot of cheap hangers that had broken and I thought I would fix eventually, and I never did, and they were not worth it anyway. So that was very refreshing. Over time, hopefully this process will culminate in more of a minimalistic space. Anyway, that is all I really wanted to share. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and DFTBA. Yeah.